Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. Today we're going to make a surfboard sign. This sign is a tribute to my nephew who passed away in 2011. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have not already, please like the channel and subscribe. So let's get started. In September of 2011, my nephew Teddy passed away as the result of an automobile accident. Teddy was an avid surfer who frequented Ocean City's 59th Street Beach, and he traveled to destinations such as Costa Rica and San Diego in search of the perfect wave. He also expressed his passion for surfing by custom designing surfboards as the owner of Surfboards by Trill. Here are some of the boards that he created. This image of Teddy is the inspiration behind the sign. I took this image into Inkscape and started designing the sign on how I wanted to make it. I created a clip art of a surfboard. Was able then to duplicate it, shrink it, and hollow out the center. I brought in the clip art that I made with the silhouette of Teddy. Then I started building the design of the surfboard. This is the final design in Fusion 360. This is going to be two parts. You're going to have a background, you're having a foreground. It's going to be spaced off, and I'm going to add lighting to it. Now that I have the cut file, is to go onto my CNC plasma table, and I'm going to cut it out. If you have not seen the video of me building this CNC plasma table, I will leave a link above. The plasma cutter I'm using is my YesWelder CT2050. I am using a separate machine torch because they work better with the CNC machine. With all my pieces cut out, the next step is to take my pieces and clean them up.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail? Smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to train your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees?
In order to separate these two pieces, I'm going to use 1/2-inch spacers. So what I need to do next is to drill out where the spacers are going to be. I'm going to screw the spacers on. I'm going to line up both pieces. Then I'm going to tack the spacers to the top of the sign. I didn't have to add too many spacers to the outside. I did want to add one in the middle. And the reason I didn't have to add too many on the outside is that I'm also going to 3D print sides. These 3D printed sides are going to act for two purposes. One, it's going to hold the lighting. Two, once you screw the back to the front, it'll support all the edges. I used the guides on this welding table to line up two of the sides for the top and the bottom. Once I was happy on how the two pieces lined up, I did tack all the spacers.
We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground.
With all the spacers tacked in place, I then removed all the screws and then removed the back part of the sign. With the sign removed, I was able to permanently weld all the spacers. I then used a wire wheel on a drill and cleaned up all the welds. With everything cleaned up, I prepped everything for paint. Now the paint scheme on this is the front piece is going to be painted black, front and back. The bottom piece on the back is going to be painted black, and temporarily I'm going to paint the front white. I'm going to show you the reason for this in a minute. This is a time lapse of the sides that I printed. I had to print the top and bottom in two sides. Once everything was printed, I did glue the sides to the top piece. Using a hot glue gun, I then glued the 3D printed parts to the back side of the front piece.
Hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange? Walk on.
With the 3D printed parts now hot glued onto the back side, I'm able to get the LED lighting. It has a self-adhesive backing to it. The installation of the LED lighting is as easy as peeling the back off, then sticking it to the 3D printed sides. Now for the bottom piece, I paint it white. The reason is I'm going to use rattle cans and spray an ocean and sky scene.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over
Very happy with it. Thought it came out excellent.
have we found the same old fears. Wish you were here.
With everything now finished and painted, it's time to assemble everything. Happy on how everything turned out, and I actually went from this image in numerology. 222 is an angel number that represents balance, cooperation, and harmony. Seeing 222 is a reminder that in times of frustration, adopting flexibility can bring new perspectives. For my sister and her family, 222 has been very special and is significantly more meaningful than the numerology. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have not already, please like the channel and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.